Hello everyone! Today I'm going to be showing you how I created this back to school, easy, simple, yet pretty makeup look using all drugstore products. I wanted to make the look really bright and fresh and perfect for back to school. I did a little bit of drugstore shopping yesterday, so some of these things you won't have seen on my channel before, and they are new to me, so this will be the first time that I'm using them also. I also included an outfit of the day at the end of the video just to show you something comfy and simple that I would love to wear to class. So with all of that being said, if you would like to see how I created this simple drugstore back to school makeup look, then just keep on watching. Okay, so first I'm going to start off with the Covergirl Ready Set Gorgeous Fresh Complexion Oil-Free Foundation. I have the shade 105. And I'm going to be buffing this on with the Real Techniques buffing brush. So I've just put a little bit on the back of my hand here, and I'm just going to buff that in. I think there's only 3 shades in this foundation, and I just picked the lightest one. But I think that it's going to be more meant for oily skin, but I definitely wanted to give it a try because it's the newest thing in the drugstore. But this is actually applying very nicely. It definitely has a nice, I'd say like medium to full coverage. And it's got a similar finish to the Tarte Amazonian Clay Foundation, almost like a satiny matte finish. Oddly enough, I actually like the smell of this foundation, which is so weird. Now I'm going to go in with my Maybelline Instant Age Rewind Dark Circle Eraser, and I'm just going to put this guy underneath my eyes. I'm just going to pat this in with my finger. And you know what, I'm actually going to take a little bit of that just onto my eyelids as well, and that'll just act as our primer. So I'm just going to buff that in with my fingers. I feel so bright. Then I'm going to go in with the Rimmel Wake Me Up Concealer, and I'm just going to use this as a highlight. So I'm just going to put it a little bit on the upper parts of my cheeks, on my nose, forehead, and on the chin. And I'm actually going to take the same Real Techniques buffing brush and just blend that in. This concealer has a little bit of a glow to it. So you don't really need a highlighter, as this one kind of does that job for you. Yeah, I actually really like that finish. So then I'm going to finish up the face. I'm going to go in with this Essence Silky Touch blush. This is in the shade number 20, Babydoll, and I'm going to use the Real Techniques blush brush for this. This blush has the drugstore smell to it, but it actually is very creamy and buttery to the touch. I was really impressed. And I'm pretty sure it was like $2.99 or something really crazy cheap, which is amazing. I can't believe how well priced all of the Essence products are. And that's a really beautiful shade. I actually really like this blush. Then I'm going to take the Essence Sun Club Matte Bronzing Powder. This one is the lighter skin version. I love that they have a lighter skin version and a version for darker skin. I think that's so fantastic. And I'm just taking my Spa Resources Stippling brush. Got this guy at Walmart. And I'm just going to really lightly apply that to the outer edges of my face. I prefer this one over the Wet n Wild one because the Wet n Wild one is very orange, whereas this one definitely has that nice natural, almost ashy undertone. It's not orange at all, which is very nice. Just using that to nicely warm up the skin. I've never actually found a drugstore brow product that I've gotten along with, so I'm just going to be trying to use this shade right here from the Maybelline Nudes Palette and this Quo angled brush, and I'm just going to try using that to fill in my brows and see how it works. It's quite similar to MAC Omega. Wow, super impressed with that. That blended really nicely. So now I'm going to use my Maybelline Clear Great Lash Mascara just to set this all in. Alright, so I think I'm going to linger in the eye area for a while. I'm going to be using my Sigma E25 blending brush and the Maybelline The Nudes Palette. And just because this is a back to school look, I'm going to keep it really light and simple. I'm going to go in with this kind of creamy shade here, and I'm just going to put that all over the lid area. And this is just going to block out any of the color on the eyelid and just make everything look really smooth and seamless and kind of brighten up the eye area at the same time. Then I'm going to go in with this highlighting shade here and highlight the brow bone. And I'm also just going to take it on the inner corner and the inner half of the eyelid. Then I'm going to take this kind of warmer shade in the palette, and with the same E25 blending brush, I'm just going to place that into the crease just to add a little bit of definition to the eye. Now, one of my favorite things to do for an easily put together look for school is to create a faux eyeliner using eyeshadow. So what I'm going to do is I think I'm going to take a mixture of this dark brown shade and the black shade with my Cala angled brush, which you can also pick up from Walmart. So I'm just going to mix the two together, and I'm going to create just a little faux eyeliner using the eyeshadow, creating a little flick and dragging the eyeshadow back to the lash line. And this is going to define your eyes and make your lash line look thicker, but without looking as intense and crazy and taking as long as an actual gel eyeliner or liquid eyeliner will. And I just take that to about the middle of the eye, and I think it just looks really nice, and it's so simple to do. Sorry, my voice is leaving me. I'm thick, y'all, I'm thick. Then I'm going to take this e.l.f. small precision brush and take this highlighting shade here and just kind of go a little bit more intense in the inner corner. And then going in with our crease shade here and this e.l.f. contour brush, it's the very small one. I'm just going to go along the lower lash line with that shade. If you're like me during the school year, you're probably feeling a little bit sleepy in the morning, so I'm just going to even further brighten the eye look with my Rimmel Nude Kohl Kajal. And I'm just going to line the lower waterline. So then I'm going to finish off the eyes with my Rimmel Scandaleyes Retro Glam Mascara. I'd have to say that out of all the drugstore mascaras I've tried, this is probably one of my favorites because you just get so much volume from it. And honestly, one of the major differences that I've found between the drugstore and the high-end mascaras is just the longevity of it, like just how long it lasts. I find that the drugstore mascaras tend to give you a good maybe 3 weeks before they start to get really dried out and flaky, whereas the high-end mascaras I've had up to like 3 and 4 months. But in terms of the volume it gives, it's really the same, but it's just the worth of your money over time. Alright, so that's all for the eyes, so we're going to move on to the lips. I picked up this Loreal collection Prive by Julianne, this little pretty packaging. It actually reminds me of NARS, it's really nice. And it's just a light pink lipstick, and I got it to kind of go with the pinky shade in the blush. And I didn't actually realize how pink this lipstick was until I put it on when I got home. And it's a little bit too pink for my personal liking, so I'm going to take the NYX Butter Gloss in Creme Brulee and put this guy on top. It's like a nude pinky shade, so it'll just kind of tone down the very pink intensity of the lipstick. And I think just to add a little bit of fun, maybe a little bit of Cala, I'm going to take the Essence Beach Cruisers Waterproof Liquid Eyeliner. And this is like a pretty gold shade. And I'm just going to put that kind of along the lower lashes, just for a little pop of gold. And then if you still had time on top of that, you can use your eyeshadow palette as a highlighter. So what I'm going to do is take that highlighting shade and the Real Techniques contouring brush. And I'm just going to use that shadow to be our face highlight. And this is the finished look. Alright, so I thought I would show you what my kind of back to school attire would usually look like. So I've got this scarf from Aritzia. It's one of their big blanket scarves from Wilfred, I believe. This is an Oakenfort t-shirt. It's actually a long kind of tapered t-shirt on the side, but I've just tucked it in to my cargo pants, which are also from Aritzia. They are the community ones. And this big, thick, black cardigan is from Garage, and I'm wearing it because I am cold. I'm a baby. I'm always cold. So I like to stay nice and warm. And then on my feet, I've got my Aldo kind of combat booty things, and they're just nice and comfy to roll around and run from class to class in. Word up, yo. That's my outfit. So that is it for this look, everybody. I hope you're as excited about going back to school as I am, and hopefully this look will give you some ideas and suggestions as to how you can do your makeup affordably for the coming school year. I hope you all enjoyed this video. Thank you so much for watching. If you want to follow me outside of YouTube, I will have all of the links to my Instagram, Twitter, Facebook, Pinterest, all that good stuff listed in the description box down below. Leave any video suggestions and requests in the comments down below because I would love to know what you guys would like to be seeing from me. As always, thank you so much for watching, everyone, and I'll see you in my next video. Bye!